I'm Doris Malacarney, and I stage managed the trip to Bountiful in the fall. Now I seem to be the oldest living stage manager, apparently. And by the way, those of you who don't know, I am being interviewed by Molly from the 1984 production of Annie.
My name is Allison Riley, and I was in Trip to Bountiful, and I played Jessie Mae Watts. I had actually looked up the movie to the Trip to Bountiful so that I could learn it, because I didn't know anything about it, and really kind of fell in love with the simplicity of the story.
I have loved this story from way back when I first saw the movie, and I can't even remember when I saw it. I think I fell in love with it just because it hit home with the farm background and my personal life, and it just reminded me a lot of my mother.
Privately, personally, I connected with a lot of this story. The heartbreak and the growth of the characters in the show. Those first few weeks of rehearsals, I would just be sitting backstage when I wasn't on and would just weep. Moments between Jason and Jerry. Moments of them just breaking down and trying to talk to each other about something difficult, and I just would bawl. But then there was times that I didn't cry because I couldn't help but laugh when the convoys got to basically go at each other in the middle of the Harrison bus station.
We heard so many nice comments out in the street. Oh, that was just a lovely story. I felt so bad for her. Oh, that Jessie, ooh.
For that character, I was playing the role of someone who was bound to be hated by the audience, but it was someone I had found so much love in and pain in, so I almost found myself defending her to everybody, and I still do. Like, I'd get off and Dan Stevens would be like, "Where's your broom?" And I'd be like, "I'm not a witch." So
backstage, Quentin Metcalf was just wonderful to work with. He had a really good plan in his head for getting scenery on and off the stage. He came up with shift plots and everything that I had never been familiar with, and he was a godsend in that area. And this was a nightly challenge with my light booth operator, Simon Bruning, bless his heart. Every night it was a challenge to see if we could get the lights to come on exactly the same nanosecond as the actor would turn on the light on stage, or vice versa, to turn it off. So that became our personal joke every night, to see how close we would come to getting it just right.
Coming into Bountiful with Phil, I would always come home and be like, Phil is the kind of guy that you meet at the coffee shop and you're like, I gotta get going, but you can't quite break away because he's got all these great stories to tell you, and he'd be like, but shouldn't we get back to rehearsal? So Phil had this warmth after the show. He actually sent a card to me, praising me, urging me not to ever quit. I don't think he'll ever know how much those words meant to me from someone who is so nervous. His words are in my head a lot as I continue to look for other shows to audition for.
If you have not seen non-musicals, please do so. It's storytelling at its best, because you don't stop to sing and dance. The story is told right in front of you, and it's beautiful.
I think that that's just what's so great about the theater, is that it is healing. And I don't know what I would do if I didn't have it, and if I hadn't walked through those doors.
Trip to Bountiful is a story for all of us at some point in our lives.
All trips are their own, and everyone experiences them different. So I think that the Trip to Bountiful was just that, a trip everyone went on and came back with new experiences and views. It's a trip I will never forget.